How you doing? How you doing, guys? And welcome to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We are just coming out of Saints Row, where we had a lot of chaotic fun, but a lot of third-person shooting, and back to the open sandbox that is this particular Odyssey. So, we're back to caring about civilians a little bit. We don't just want a wholesale slaughter. We're not in a simulation, by storyline-wise. Well, either way, let's see what we are up to on this quest, and I hope y'all are up to a wonderful day so far. It's always a good day when we're not having to be at work, isn't it? It's my day off, so we're having some fun before the sun come up. Once the sun starts to come up, I might knock out a bit of laundry. Either way, let's see what we up to for the day. Let's see. We left off on consulting ghosts, it looks like. Oracles and prophecies have destroyed Cassandra's family, so when Barnabas suggested she consult with the Oracle of Delphi to help find her mother, she did so with great reluctance and skepticism. Current objective: speak with the Oracle of Delphi. Rewards: XP. I got XPs, is that bad? I like how it kind of looks like a little face going, Either way. Let's go check out that oracle, shall we? Is it marked on the map? I do believe it is, and it is 10,060 meters away. Because if that were miles, holy fuck shit, that would not be on foot. That wouldn't be on horse, chat. That'd be fast traveling. I like giving y'all the whole nitty-gritty of the traveling and the fighting and all that, but let's be clear, there's a reason I haven't done Death Stranding. One, it's not in my collection, and I think it's still wildly expensive. But outside of that, look, guys, being mild, well, I'll say it, I'm poor. Being poor in America, Death Stranding kind of feels like just life. It's the same as I don't think any of y'all would want to play the hiking game. No notable enemies, nothing. You walk. You just walk. You walk and look at scenery. I don't think anyone would want to play that if that was like your daily life. To me, that's what Death Stranding feels like when I play it. Now, maybe that's a hot take. Maybe I'm not giving it enough of a chance. Maybe it's an unironic hot take. And I'm not giving it enough of a chance. But I do know that, personally, I like Norman Reedus. I did not care for Death Stranding. work on that timing for dodging them. Okay, now I gotta just work on being able to see, because Jesus, was I hung on a branch? That's it, it's like it's... Okay, maybe I was hung on something. Maybe it was an enemy that I was hung on. Ah, here's that. See, that's why I hate Immortals. They all look the same. You end up killing... I think that's the whole purpose to their little fit, too, but still. You end up getting a whole mess of them, and you don't. Also, I believe historically they had a habit of, if I'm not mistaken here, they would actually go through the rough and tumble exercise of going back to the battlefield and collecting their dead. Which, at that time in history, that was a lot of time to take. I mean, granted, they're also depending on the culture. Because certain cultures, it was what you did. There would be whole groups of basically buzzards. Not being negative there. They would just follow the battles and they would collect military gear, they would collect armor, they would collect weapons that weren't too damaged. And as a byproduct, the reason that you wouldn't, like, murder them wholesale for the impudence is because they would also bury the dead. I mean, it might be mass graves, but still, they were doing a service and getting paid for it in the sense of selling arms. But it'd be better to not have these types of Grecian wars, because let's face it, y'all, Greek, pretty cool shit, kind of dumb, like, society-wise. It feels kind of dumb to be this willing to murder. And let's be clear, this is not a historically accurate game, y'all. If I didn't prove that already when we looked up the Titanoboa skeleton, then, yeah, it's... Don't get me wrong, I love Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed. I again wish they would treat their staff better. I wish everyone would treat their staff better, but we live in capitalism where it is hell. Am I getting anywhere close? Oh good, I'm not in the right direction. I should have taken my horse for this. Because my horse, I can just stick to the direction and have a sip of coffee. I'm using my controller at the moment, which... just run to the dots. Skyrim rules. Also, if anyone in chat wants to let me know if killing the Immortals is just a universal bad in this one. Because for the record, I'm neutral on a lot of things when it comes to video games and killing. I don't mind. I do have a small problem with needless cruelty. Well, when I played Black Flag the first playthrough through and I got emotionally attached to Captain Kidd, and we find out it's Anne Bonny, and spoiler alert for a almost 10-year-old game or older, but find out, and historical fact possibly, but you find out that it's Anne Bonny, and then y'all have a moment, and then Anne Bonny died. I took the time in that moment, the first time I had that just emotional reaction, to, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I'm sorry. Sorry, random villager, I thought it was a neat animal, but I thought it was a unique fur. I didn't mean to almost kill your pet and or food. Shit. I'm an asshole, y'all. And yeah, on that game, I was kind of Even one of my friends who was watching said, "Wow, that's kind of fucked up, dude," because it was like the whole part of the mission, I guess, to twist the knife on you, you have to carry Anne's body out of the prison. And as you're doing this, like, it's sort of a sick escort mission, considering that, yeah, you can drop the body, do whatever you gotta do, but you're just carrying her body out of the prison. I was a little emotional, a little angry, as anger is an emotion, and I carried that body and murdered every single prison guard. Then I took it a step further, and since we were on a tiny island, I carried that body and I murdered that mission, which should have been a quick and meant to be a quick little prison escape, very sad mission. I practically completed that gate because my character basically carried Anne's body all the way across the island, and any guard that reacted to try to stop me, I murdered. And I can show y'all that if that'd be the kind of thing y'all want to see, because it was pretty extreme. But for me, that was just the kind of emotional moment. I like Ubisoft games, same as if I can ever get them, I really like Metal Gear Solid. Not as much as some people that I know did, but I still really like the storyline and I really get into the story. And there's where we're going. And there's our viewpoint. So let's hit the viewpoint, then we'll hit the sanctuary. Then we might swap over to a Minecraft for a bit, or we might stick on this and go do some Navy playing about. Go be a silly sailor.
The Sanctuary of Delphi. The gods themselves watch over this land.
And whatever happened to that, Ubisoft? Did you just decide you can't have parkour be that much of an element? Because in the first Assassin's Creed games, if y'all played those and recall, if Altair climbed anything other than a ladder, like every civilian, oh my god, every civilian, every single one, if you like climbed up on a ledge funny, because that game was really clunky. Be nice, they were learning, but that game was really, really clunky. Whereas it feels like now they just don't, the normal people just do not give a single shit what you do. And then it feels like around 3 it started to get alright with them not like overly getting guards every time they see you do something strange. But now things like this happen and nobody gives a fuck. No applause, no wow, no wonder what they were doing. This dude was just sitting there walking by. Saw a person jump from the top of a building, land in a pile of leaves, get out and walk away. I mean, I would at least react. I'm not saying I would freak out, but it would be at least a, oh, neat. You good, buddy? Literally something other than just, nope, it's Tuesday and crazy fucks be jumping off roofs. I mean, I like to think that, like, if you go out in society as well, that kind of shit would happen. Oricle courthouse, the nearest structure I can think with these kinds of columns, and just started climbing up and jumping from column to column. Somebody would be like, you good, buddy? Also, I think it's City Hall and not the courthouse anymore. Or it might be a church.
Cassandra, isn't this remarkable? We're so close to the gods, I can feel Apollo all around me. How did it go with Elpinor?
We can talk later in private. Who's this?
Just a simple pilgrim. He just saw the Oracle. I couldn't help but ask if she's as glorious as they say.
Well, is she?
She left me with more questions than answers. That's the Oracle for you. You weren't lying. It really is the spear of Leonidas. may have mentioned you.
I would appreciate your showing a bit more secrecy.
Well, it's just he seemed interested in legends. Like you. I thought you might get along.
How did...
Chastising, or who are you really?
You know my spear just by looking at it? You're more than some simple pilgrim.
All things in Delphi are more than they appear. Even I. My name is Herodotus.
Okay,
I'm
keep
a
risk.
storyteller.
Yeah.
Or I was. This war is forcing us all to new extremes.
That much is true. Why are you hiding your identity?
I'm here on behalf of a man in Athens. A very powerful man. We intend to finally end this war.
You told me you came to ask the Oracle a personal question.
War is personal, Barnabas.
So, you came to seek the Pythia's guidance on how to end the war.
I did. Though something is wrong in Delphi. Guards at every turn, people being turned away.
Did Oracle tell you? Why is this lineup so long? Why is so much security? I have questions for the Oracle. Let's find out some time.
You don't seem convinced the Pythia can be believed. What did she tell you?
I asked her to show the path to the war's end. She said, spring should not wish for winter, as it brings death with it.
Such wisdom. I don't understand a word of it, but that's why she's in there and we're out here.
I know a threat when I hear one.
You were on Kefalonia for too long.
Why is the lineup so long?
Listen, are there always this many people to see the Pythia?
These are more than just people. Every city sends a theory or sacred ambassadors to seek guidance on behalf of their people. The Pythia not only shapes the destinies of individuals, but of the entire Greek world.
Imagine what power one would have if they controlled what came out of her mouth.
Apollo controls this.
Of course he does.
Why is so much
Delphi is
scrutiny?
nothing, like they say. Has it always been like this?
No, this was once an open and welcoming place. But war changes things. People seek out the Pythia for more political reasons. Prophecies in times of war often stir violent emotions.
It's wise to keep your blades sheathed. Drawing blood in Delphi is considered an insult to Apollo. Punishment is severe.
I have questions for
I
the
have my
Oracle.
own questions for the Pythia. But this line, I'll be an old woman by the time I see her.
You're joking! You carry more blades than a field of grass.
I didn't come here to start trouble.
Trouble? Just walk in. Who's going to stop you? The priest?
All right. But if things get out of hand, I'm blaming you, Barnabas.
Is she not every bit as great as I said?
Yeah? Let's see if I can do this, chat. I used to do this all the time in the previous Assassin's Creed, and this is how I would consider myself stealth. No drawing blood? Fine. No weapon. Now, we will see how this goes, because this might go terribly. Okay.
I'm here to see the Pythia.
Only those chosen by the light of Apollo may enter.
How does one get chosen?
One goes to the back of the line.
Do I look like someone who waits in line?
Okay, honestly, this temple would be overwhelming. That's just too much incense. As someone who enjoys incense, that's too much.
Enter
Too
into
much.
the light of Apollo, the light that illuminates shadow. Choose your question wisely, mortal, for you have but one. Speak, truth seeker.
I lost my mother when I was young. I have to find her. Where is she?
Wait,
It's you! From the visions! The child on the mountain!
How could you know that?
You need to leave. Now.
Leave? Do you have any idea what I've been through to get here?
Oh, but I do. While in Kausos, you didn't cower in the face of the priest. A child and her family still live thanks to you.
But how?
No one can hide from the light.
Please. I've come this far. You must have the answers I seek.
Child of the mountain, the cult of Cosmos have eyes everywhere. They will kill you.
Cult of Cosmos?
The Oracle has spoken! The prophecy is yours!
You never answered my question!
The Pythia is done for the day.
I'm not leaving until I get answers!
I don't have my weapon, so I could easily just beat him into a pulp. One guard, yes, absolutely. I know I can take one guard.
Irovatos, you're still here. Where's Varnavas?
He's gone back to your ship. You don't look happy with your prophecy.
She knew who I was.
She's the Pythia. It's her business to act like she knows you.
That was no act. She said she had visions of me as a child on a mountain.
What child hasn't stood on a mountain?
I was thrown from that mountain. My
I mean,
life
that's a fair
started and
point.
ended on that
I was about to say,
mountain.
well,
I'm
this
telling
child,
you.
no, I've
She
been,
knew who
I was a child when I
what
stood
I'd
on
done.
Rooftop Mountain,
Tried
as
to
well as
warn
Stone
me.
Mountain,
Warn you.
and
About what?
Lookout Mountain. Lookout Mountain was neat.
She mentioned the cult of Cosmos. Does this mean anything to you?
Honestly, I'm taking this playthrough like I do my life. I'm just open.
I'd heard whispers. A cult unlike any other cult in Delphi. But I paid them no mind.
And the Pythia seemed afraid of them. Guards took her away.
Took her away? Then the whispers were true. If this cult has corrupted the Pythia, this is devastating news. Do you understand what this means? Through her, the cult controls the world.
I need to speak with her when she's not so well protected.
That would require a miracle from the gods. She is always protected.
You know more about the Pythia than I do. Where would she be?
When she's not in the Temple of Apollo, she's at her home in the Hora of Delphi.
I can't go breaking down every door until I find her.
The Oracle's home is probably easy enough to spot. She'd be the
Also,
only person in the Hora
game
of Delphi
game designers,
who
take
can
note on
function.
this one, because this is how you do this. Give me a few options, and then, like, I love how it's labeled. That way I don't accidentally, oh, I'm gonna go find her. But I don't accidentally hit the thing that sends me on my way, or accidentally kill somebody. Outside of that, it gives me the option to, I'm the voice in Cassandra's head. I'm not Cassandra here, if that makes sense. Where in the core of Delphi would she be?
Where in the Hora of Delphi does the Pythia live?
I've heard she lives on the outskirts of the village. But
Okay,
be
sometimes
warned,
it's like a high schooler
she
not
will be
plagiarizing, but
guarded.
still, you
Not
know what I mean,
everyone
Chad.
comes to see
They
the
do
Oracle
good.
with the best of intentions.
I gotta find something new to call y'all in chat, because that just, I feel like that one motherfucker that just watches people and doesn't react, doesn't, ooh, chat, neat chat. I feel like that fucker right now.
Is required.
Maybe I should just get a book of baby names and just randomly scroll through the names. Fuck with some of y'all that are stoned. Just remember, hey Trent. Yeah. Yeah, John. What you think about it, John? Dave, what you doing over there, man? Am I fucking with anyone hard right now? Just get a book of baby names. Sorry to mostly be doing the dudes there. It's just according to the algorithm, my chat is mostly men
Mistios,
a
well,
little
aren't
bit
you a
younger
sight
than
of
me.
my age dies? Young, energetic. Perhaps I should just pay for your body instead of your health.
I'm not that kind of mercenary. Should I be a horny, chat? I gotta call it. I said chat already, or was that Chad? What do you think, Amanda? Should I be a horny character? Or you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be a bard
All
this time.
things get better with age, don't they? Even you.
The Oracle said that if I'm to live a long and happy life, I need to stay young at heart. But I mustn't lose focus. I need your help more than your magnificent body.
I'm glad to hear it.
Korigos, my husband, is having some difficulties keeping up with my hunger for pleasure.
I imagine any man would.
Oh, I have many lovers, but he's my soulmate. When we're together, it's indescribable.
Yeah,
Then
it's
don't
fucking
describe it.
beautiful.
When we were younger, we would run into the moonlit forest, shed our clothes, and pleasure each other until sunrise. Our
If you
howls
do
of
that in
ecstasy
America
would
today, you'll
echo
get
throughout the
arrested. Don't do
valleys.
that.
I hope I'm as feisty as you at your age.
I'm feistier now than I've ever been.
What does this have to do with me?
I've learned of a powerful elixir, which if consumed will give someone the vigor and stamina of Eros. If you can gather me the ingredients, I can make it for my husband.
Why? Why is it always a goddamn collecting mission? Fuck all. I want to murder. Fine, I'll gather you.
All right,
I'll help you.
I'll find the ingredients. If you promise to keep your nocturnal activities to yourself.
I have some drachmi, and Koragos has more. If you can bring me some bear scrotum and a deer tongue, I can make the elixir.
Oh, is that all you need?
Don't worry, I'll reward you well. I'm sure Koragos will be thankful also.
This
I gotta
elixir
ask.
sounds odd. Where did you learn about it?
Why, the Pythia told me about it. She's so wise solving a problem I didn't even know I'd have.
For fuck's sake, can you people not hear yourselves? I've heard this conversation IRL, by the way. Gene, I've heard somebody say this in real life. It was literally like, well, I believe in God because God solved the problem. But according to your faith, didn't God give you the problem to solve? Well, yeah, but he solved it. I don't want to be mean, y'all, but if I take my knife and cut your finger and then give you a Band-Aid, have I helped you? I'm the one who caused the pain that helped you. Either way. Back to the game. No IRL right now. Where will I
Can
find a bear?
near here?
I heard there's a cave near the sanctuary that a large male bear has claimed.
Oh, good. So I'm gonna go murder a random goody
Are there
goody
any deer
deer.
nearby?
This is for keys. There's deer all over the place.
I'll be
Cool,
back
cool.
with the ingredients soon.
For the record, I would feel better if I was hunting some kind of like problem bear, one that had, you know, killed a person maybe, a rogue bear I believe is what they're called. I'd rather do that, but I guess we're murdering a bear and then a deer for Willie medicine. I'm also guessing that I haven't found the stupid cave yet, because it's not. What's this? Stop. Message board. Potiso's pre-treatment. Retirement. Potiso's retirement. Okay. Good for you. That was a good picture. I can't say your name. Let's take an aim at that one first. Because that's something there too. Alright, let's give it a shot, y'all. Let's not get in the way of the show. I kind of want to build something like this in Minecraft, but I'm not kind of sure how to do it yet. Because I could build it with something like a bench, or I could build a bench-like object, but then I still need to put stairs in, you know? Tomb of the First Pythia. And we need to find the ancient slate. Well, I've played this shit before. I remember those Cyclops. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this with just bare knuckles. Also, I'm curious to why PlayStation keeps doing that. Because if time PlayStation specifically says, nope, we can't upload your video, that's when I know it's dropped on YouTube the way I need it to. I still need to figure out Twitch, y'all. I need to figure it out. But I haven't. This is like my sandbox. This is where I'm learning the basics of streaming, editing down, how to get my videos right, how to get my words right. You know what I mean? YouTube's like kid shit. I'm learning. Once I get it down, once I figure out what I'm doing, my goal, once there's about 100 of you, then I'll get on Twitch. Because at that point I'll have something worth saying, I feel like. And hopefully by that point I'll have most of the kinks worked out. I didn't do the thing, did I? I did not do the thing. Okay. I said, surely I had done the thing. That's the way out. I'm curious how I move boxes. Because that's the way through, I bet it. But there's not. I can't just slide through. Ah, that might be the way. Not as those explode. Oh, they don't, but they break. There we go. Now, whoa! Fuck off there, friend. I'm gonna die by snake bite. Aha, I lived. Not sure how I lived, but I lived. And I lived and I learned a lesson. No more unarmored. Unarmored, Lord. Unarmed. Welcome, Timdar Empanada. Assuming I read your name correctly. Love the name. I got a new follower, and I'm very happy to have you in it with us. I hope this isn't disrespectful with me burning the whole temple thing. I just can't see for shit. I like these. That'd be awesome. Oh, I can. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I can light basins. I don't have to deface the temple. Oh, that was dumb. Dumb, but quick enough to not be deadly. Ow. Damn it. Looks like a few people have found this place before me and didn't do so well. Missed that time, you little fucker. Oh, I'm sorry. That was mean. That was so mean of me. I did not think that was going to happen that way. I don't know why I didn't think that was going to happen that way, but I didn't think it was going to happen that way. Got us some nice prawn soup. It's nice that we automatically light them. It's not so nice that it takes so long to automatically light them. Also not a snake expert, but I would really assume that these snakes would not be quite so... Like, yeah, they would shoot up at me and they would hiss and all that, but they wouldn't, like, chase me to my knowledge. I could be wrong. There are probably aggressive breeds out there. There's a whole island of snakes that we will, in my lifetime, we probably won't get to study. Woo! But, at the same time, here in North America, I don't know of any snakes that will actually chase you. Shit! Okay, where's the Tortrax at? Okay, that one was on me. I didn't move fast enough. Oh. Ah. Okay, so do I have it all? I have not got it all yet. Have I gone full circle? No, because I would have rated this already if I'd gone full circle. Well, leave it to Ubisoft to give me something that takes longer than I expected. Good for them. Okay, that was the way out. So in theory, I've completed this thing. What did I miss now? There it is. Uh. There is definitely something behind that wall. Question is, how do I bust it? And again, I could be very wrong. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid. I've been stupid before, y'all. More than likely, if I'm stupid's okay. We'll come back when I get more abilities or whatever. It might be one of those because of the nature of the game that I can't get to yet. Not yet, but it'll come back later. Let's turn it around and head on out for now. We're gonna go visit the Oracle's house. Is that the... Nope. And that's Daughters of Artemis, that hunt a pig. Or in my case, get my lunch eaten by a pig for another level. Let's skip over here, see if this is a cave. That looks more, yep, that looks more like what I need to find.
This area will be well defended.
Well. That was easy. I was expecting this to be the bear cave. That was dumb of me. I'll admit that was dumb. That was a skill issue. Got a new breed. Amiris's note. Agreement is full. Treasury sapphires to be sold at no discount. Meet at Delphina Fort for sale. Oricle. Oh, that's sad. There's that treasure. That was fun.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to find
That's less fun.
I'll gut you! I'll kill you for that!
Well. Alrighty. I believe we got everything? Question mark. That appears to be the way out. Also not where I needed to go. Well, y'all, I feel like it's been about an hour possibly. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. Just call this one messing around, catching a few viewpoints. I'm not quite sure what to label this one, but we'll go ahead and we'll call it here for now. We've had some fun, and we will see y'all on the next go round. As always, we thank you very much for liking. If you liked, we thank you for subbing. If you liked it and want to continue catching my stuff, and sharing the video if you know anyone that would like my type of content. Because admittedly, I might not be always on 100%, but I do my best. But y'all have a lovely day, and we'll see you on the next one.